Starters TV, what is going on? Hunter Swennson here. I'll be your host each week for First Look, and we got a big week this week. It's the first episode of First Look. But First Look is one of many exciting things going on in the Starters community. Let's take a look back at last week and see all the recent updates we've got. New name, new logo, new identity, new beginnings here at Starters HQ. It's exciting times. What do you guys think of the new logo? I'm personally a huge fan of the new logo. I love the S in Starters right there, and I love how the logo symbolizes the emergence of sports and technology. More than just a new name, more than just a new logo, this represents a new identity for the Starters community, and any of us who grew up playing sports know that we strive to be starters. Starters are the first people in the gym and the last to leave. Starters leave a lasting impact on the game. That's what our community is all about. That's what we do in the world of sports and technology. Now, our community was built on Slack, but has grown to several different platforms, including this one. If you're not already a part of the Starters Slack channel, DM me and I'll get you in. Join the Slack community and jump into one of our weekly AMAs with thought leaders in sports and technology. Catch up on good reads and the latest news and information as well. Aside from fantastic content and staying up to date on the latest in sports tech news, the greatest value you'll get out of the Slack channel is actually the relationships that you build. My tip would be to just see what other people are talking about in the Slack channel, and if something resonates with you, shoot them a direct message, set up a Skype call, and engage and interact with other people in the community. There's a quick update for you guys if you're just getting caught up to speed on everything that's been going on in the Starters community here this week. But now, let's jump into our first episode of First Look. First Look is a weekly show that highlights the startups and technologies that are shaping the future of sports. This week, we take a first look at some of the technology that'll change the way you watch the game from home.
I have a Jumbotron, which is the actual TV feed, and I have a virtual suite behind me. I can actually hang out in here with my friends in virtual space, and we can talk to each other over VoIP.
Got the chance to demo this at Super Bowl 50, and at one point during the demo, I was standing in the end zone, a player scored, spiked the football came at my face, I dove because I thought it was going to hit me. So just imagine walking out to the 50-yard line with the captains for the coin toss, or rushing the field after your team hits a game-winning field goal. This is all possible with virtual reality. VR's got a lot of hype, but there are certain hurdles it's got to overcome, one of them being headset adoption. But what LiveLike has done is made their product cardboard compatible, so you don't need an expensive headset to enjoy. Virtual reality is unbelievably immersive, but in a lot of the demonstrations I've done, the resolution is not very good. I also wonder, would a group of 5 or 6 people in the same room really be watching virtual reality, and does that kind of detract from the social experience? Another company to keep an eye on is Next VR, which actually broadcasted the most recent US Open in virtual reality with Fox. I think the most interesting part of all this is that this was actually the second straight year that the US Open has been broadcasted in virtual reality. The rules are being rewritten here. We're used to cameras in the end zones, on the sidelines, or in the stands, but now cameras can go on players, giving us their point of view. Everybody loves watching the game and talking about it with their friends on Twitter, so imagine if you had on one screen the game and all of the commentary on it. So this definitely isn't what Twitter will roll out this upcoming season, but this is an example of what it might look like, where you've got the game on the left and then commentary on the right. I actually believe that we won't watch any football on cable TV in the not too distant future. I think it'll all be streamed, and I think Twitter is a big first step towards that. Now, whether or not the Clippers are using this as leverage against Fox is besides the point. This still points to the fact that teams are looking out to the future and they see streaming as a viable option. Thanks for tuning in to the first episode of First Look. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please send in your feedback. Would love to know what you thought. Next week, we take a look at the future athlete. We'll see you then.